Give me your treats, or else.
Do you consider these vintage? Are they on a comeback? Are they plastic masks? Are they the vacuum form mask? This is an item that I wanted to discuss on our trick or treat bag item. And it's these masks that really been making a comeback, I think. And they're one of my favorite masks of all time. They're making them at Spirit Halloween. Trick or Treat Studios has them. And they were from Ben Cooper originally in the 30s. I don't know what you feel about this, Mike, but this is a great trick or treat bag item for anybody looking for Halloween costumes.
Yeah, I got my trick or treat bag right here. And I got a bunch of these from Spirit Halloween last year and the year before, I believe. So we got a Dracula one. They're pretty cheap.
They're only like $12, $12.99.
$12.99 on Spirit.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere on Trick or Treat Studios. That's where I found a bunch of them. And they have some cool ones. Like even the Scarecrow one from Halloween Ends that I really want, even though I hated that movie. But these ones, I just for some reason,
was that one at Spirit, or is that only at Trick or Treat?
No, that's at Trick or Treat Studios.
Only Trick or Treat, yeah.
I love these masks just because when I was a kid, I never really cared for them because they never felt real to me.
They never looked real too.
Yeah, they were never looking real. They were never like detailed. I mean, they were detailed. I can't say that just because the Ben Cooper masks, they've been making them since the 30s and they were pretty detailed. But I would say like anytime that I saw a commercial or something for Halloween and costumes, I was like, dude, I want that costume, but it has to look real. And these ones were just with the sheets. Like I have the Batman or the Ben Cooper like reimagined mask with the Batman, and then they had just like this plastic sheet or shirt that
it always had the picture of the monster on the front there.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I always thought it was cool if you're a kindergartner or something, but when you got older, you wanted to look like a real monster. But I think what you're saying, like looking back and getting these now, they're really cool. They're also easier to wear. You're not putting this big rubber thing on your face, getting all sweaty in there. It's stuck to you. Whereas with these, you put them on, you have them perched atop your head when you go from one house to the next. Just works out easier, but they're really cool to display. So I usually have these on my bookshelf behind me, as I know you do too. In fact, I see your Frankenstein one down there right now.
Yeah, I have the Frankenstein, Dracula. I think the Dracula one is my favorite just because it's one of those, I don't know, it's really detailed. It has the blood dripping. It's so much better than the actual rubber masks. As much as I think rubber masks are cool and I like having them, and I have, the Michael Myers one. I always just remember as a kid, they were always too big for your head. They would slosh you around. You couldn't really see when you were running around as a kid.
Yeah.
And it always like annoyed me. And like you said, yeah, you'd be sweating your ass off, wearing these things. And then like if you went to a party as you got older, I felt the same way. I was like, oh, I have this mask on. It's cool, but I can't see anybody.
It never stayed on.
I can't eat. Yeah, I can't eat. I can't do anything. It's like, and then you're wearing it at the top of your head, like you said, all the time. With the plastic ones or whatever you want to call them, the vacuum form, where I saw that name. And I don't really know where that name came from, but it does fit and it is form fitting to your face.
Yeah, I definitely dig it. There's a good selection of them. They're not too expensive. Like I have, I think 7 of them. I got this Wolfman one.
Yeah, the ones from Spirit Halloween are really cool. I do like them, but they're not as hard like the plastic. There's a big difference between the one from
Trick or
Treat Studios, like the Slappy one that I have, and then also the one from Trick or Treat Studios, the Dracula, which I think is really like, this is one of my favorite masks, but it's definitely a throwback to like the Ben Cooper,
right?
Cheesy plastic.
And
like
that's the other thing on the Trick or Treat Studios. They have the ones from Haunt, which were the movie that came out, I think it was 2017, if I remember correctly, but they have,
I still have to see that movie.
It's pretty cool. It takes place on Halloween. It's in a haunt, but they have masks that are supposed to be kind of throwbacks to the Ben Cooper ones. And these plastics or vacuum form or whatever they're called. And they're $20, $19.99. Not bad at all. And they're really cool and they're kind of creepy. Like the witch one, Haunt Witch Mask is what it's called on Trick or Treat Studios. Really cool, really creepy. And it's just like the cheesy little plastic vacuum form again, whatever. There's something really creepy about it, which makes it all the cooler.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I would definitely stick with Trick or Treat Studios if I'm getting these masks. Don't get me wrong. I did got all like the werewolf,
From
Frankenstein
Spirit.
and Dracula from Spirit. But the ones I really do want and I really want to put in my trick or treat bag next time is the Scarecrow one
Yeah.
from Halloween Ends, which I don't like it, but I
But cool
love that
mask.
mask.
Yeah.
Very cool
Yeah.
mask. Like you said, they have Halloween 3 on Trick or Treat Studios. The pumpkin one, that is a must.
Yeah.
I want to get
Pumpkin,
that
the
for my
witch,
trick or treat
and the
bag.
skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like the one you were saying, the haunt from the haunt, which I never seen it, but I'm gonna plan on seeing it this October. And I want to get that mask, the witch one. But that's another thing too. Like you were saying, like if I got the scarecrow mask, right? You can pretty much make any costume you want, like over raggedy clothes, put some straw in you, and like you can make the costume yourself, and it's pretty cheap. If you really wanted to make this a Halloween costume, it's not like going to buy like the Ben Cooper ones for like 30-40 bucks. You're pretty much just get this mask for 20 bucks at the most, and then bam, you got something good for Halloween. And then, like you said, you could display it the rest of the year.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. So put these masks in your trick or treat bag like we did, and make sure to tune in to all of our trick or treat bags for the month of October. Ho, 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 ho.
Let's get Maddie D on the line. Yo, Maddie D, what's up?
Is it plastic or vacuum form, bro?